It's a great time to be a locomotive with football, girls golf, girls soccer, and girls cross country all bringing home state titles in 2020.
This whole community shares that success. You know, their parents and their prior parents, and I think they're just very proud of these kids and what these kids have done here in the community.
Mike Ludwig and Aloma Jess both started their tenure in Laurel 2 decades ago, and both have created an expectation of success in their respective programs. 2002 was Ludwig's first season as head coach, and it was one defined by peaks and valleys.
I remember at the beginning of the season, just a lot of pressure, feeling like I was kind of failing and things weren't going very well. And then all of a sudden the kids started buying in. It started kind of turning around a little bit, started catching some fire, started getting momentum, started getting rolling a little bit, started playing better, caught some breaks, got a little bit of luck throughout the playoffs, and just made a great run.
That run led to a Class A state championship win over Havre.
They just got after it with some determination that they were going to win the football game.
Fast forward to 2020, the Locos going on another great run down the stretch, eventually taking down rivals Billings Central in the title game.
It's hard to win a state championship. It's not easy. You know, it was 18 years for us, but I look at like Missoula Sentinel, you know, it was 40 years for them. You know, there's some teams that have never won one. They're not easy to come by sometimes, and they can be kind of difficult.
Coach Jess is the first and only girls soccer coach at Laurel, building the program from the ground up since 1999.
You have no idea.
It took 15 years until her first championship came in 2014.
You know, we came up quietly and humbly, and I think we surprised Columbia Falls and everybody else, and it just worked out in our favor. But yeah, it was a great time, and ever since then, you know, we've been chasing that dream. And it doesn't get any easier.
Or maybe it does. The Lady Locos have played in the championship match every year since, most recently winning their 3rd title in the last 4 years.
It surpasses your wildest dreams. You know, every championship, we never take them for granted, you know, never. But we really, over the years, we've wanted a championship game here on our home field, our home turf, especially when we got this beautiful stadium. And for the past several years, we've been so close. You know, we've been off by 1 goal. Yeah, this year, everything came to fruition like it was supposed to. It was a dream come true.
Standing behind me in the distance is the Laurel Sportsplex, opened in 2009, and perhaps one of the top stadiums in the Treasure State. Walk with me this way now, and a big project for the Locos, the new weight training facility opened earlier this year. Both shining symbols of the success of Laurel athletics.
And once we got that built, it kind of electrified things. It kind of got people excited, not only on the football side, but soccer side and track side. Our numbers went up. You know, people wanted to be a part of that.
Having the stadium certainly doesn't hurt. And many of those girls, when they were in, you know, 6th grade, 7th grade, they wanted to volunteer to come be ball shaggers, so they could come and watch the older girls play those varsity games and maybe have some of their own dreams a little bit. I know that Maya Mack was a ball shagger, at least for a few games, and I'd go visit with her during the game and after the game and just say, you know, it won't be long and you're going to be out here playing very soon.
In the weight room, a career dream come true for Ludwig and a blessing for the girls soccer program this past summer.
After we came off of quarantine and COVID and closed up at home, and we hadn't seen each other, and once we were able to get into that weight room, it was twofold. 1, we were so glad to see each other and actually do something physical, and 3, it was a beautiful facility. The girls walked in and it smelled new, and so they were ready to really just get at it and start lifting some weights.
The facilities aren't just symbols of success on the field, but they're a sign of the strong support from the Laurel community.
This stuff is nice, but it takes money, and sometimes that's difficult to get money from the schools. They just don't have it, so it takes people in our community to support this stuff and to give us money and to back us. And
they've given this school a lot, you know, between the stadium and the weight room and things that we do in the classroom. We really can't ask for much more. I mean, we try, but the community has really come forward for all the kids in this community.
Now we'll see what 2021 has in store for the Locos. In Laurel, Spencer Martin, SWX Montana.